Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Seagrave, and I'm going to talk about some of the things that I thought were very crucial takeaways from the two courses Man 3240, Organizational Behavior Analysis, and Man 3301, Human Resource Management. So I'm going to start with Organizational Behavior Analysis. My first one that I would think one of my key takeaways from this course would be team building. More importantly, Tuckman's model of team building and his 5 steps, which would be forming when the group comes together. Everybody's getting to meet each other. Hello, how are you? Good. My name is. Then there's going to be storming, obviously, a little bit of group conflict. People have to find out what their goals are or what their roles are. They have to find out what is expected of them. People are obviously going to test each other's boundaries. Number three, norming. This is after the group has gone through its storming phase, is coming together. They're starting to understand their roles. They're starting to understand what they need to do. And they're starting to understand how to work together. Number four, performing. Now, this is one that's more relegated to groups that have worked together in the past because performing is when a group is just completely synergized and then they can put all of their attention to working on the solution very, very effectively. Now, obviously, that's going to be a lot easier with groups that have worked together in the past. The last one is going to be adjourning, and this is the end of the day. Hey, we've completed a mission, we've completed the task. It was really nice to meet all of you. It's time for our group to adjourn. Okay, now I would like to talk about my second key takeaway from the Man 3240, which would be organizational structure. More importantly, flat versus hierarchy. I like to talk about the benefits of a flat organizational structure because, me personally, I think that it is the better way to structure a company. With flat organization, you lines of communication are much easier. If you think about it, there's no hierarchy process. You do not have to go through your various levels. You're going straight from here to here. An idea had here is right here. So a flat organizational structure has better lines of communication, more open lines of communication, which can lead to things like creativity and innovation. It promotes creativity because employees on the same level oftentimes work in teams and groups, which they are forced to collaborate with each other, and collaboration obviously will lead to creativity, which leads to innovation. In flat organizational structures, employees also tend to be a little bit more content because in these flatter organizational structures, there is a certain level of autonomy. And autonomy for employees is a great way to increase a sense of responsibility, which is an even better way to increase employee satisfaction and decrease employee turnover. Now, I'm going to talk about Man 3301, Human Resource Management. So, as was stated in the prompt, I am going to talk about motivation, extrinsic versus intrinsic. Now, extrinsic motivation is things that are, outside of yourself, bonus pay. You do this, you get a good bonus. That is an extrinsic motivator. Things like money, things like vacation, benefits, those are all extrinsic motivators. Now, intrinsic motivation is coming from inside yourself. So basically, a sense of pride, a sense of, I did well today, I did good at my job, and that pleases me that I've done good at my job. Intrinsic motivators, I believe, are much more powerful when it comes to trying to increase productivity and employee satisfaction. Great intrinsic motivators are things like inclusion, responsibility, and autonomy. Now, I am going to move on to the last one, which is this is one of the ones that I thought was most important from human resource management. This was employee rights. As managers or leaders in any type of organization, it is always important to know what the rights of the people who you work with are. Things like the right to equal pay, the right to a workplace free of harassment, a right to a workplace free of discrimination, even things like the right to unionize. Managers have to know what they can and cannot do when it comes to dealing with unions. Things are, basically a manager cannot try and dispel a union. A manager cannot try and spy on a union. A manager cannot try to get another employee to dispel a union. Things like that. And, a lot of times manager could easily make the mistake of thinking that something is okay because they are not aware, and that could lead to a lot of trouble for the company. Anyways, these were my 4 takeaways from the 2 courses, Man 3240, Organizational Behavior Analysis, and Man 3301, Human Resource Management. Thank you.